Hello everyone, this is Donna from Even the Scales, and I'm on my channel right now to talk about the abuse that I'm going through here in Campbelltown, New South Wales, since I made the last video yesterday. So yesterday and into the night last night, there was a lot of stalkers still going past my house. There was also abusive men carrying out noise attacks around Campbelltown. The neighbours were still abusing my air, the 3 neighbours that are joined to my home. This morning, when I woke up, there was one of the neighbours who were breathing cigarette smoke into my home before I even moved when I woke from my sleep. So this is because that person is watching my heart and my vital signs on a monitor, and they're able to see when I am waking up before I even move. So that person was breathing cigarette smoke into my home. One of them was also sending the foul smell of their house through. And then today, most of the abuse has calmed down. There's been a couple of stalkers going past my house. I can tell they're stalkers because they always drive past really fast, and they also usually use loud vehicles. Other than that, the woman that lives in the unit downstairs from me, she's running her own one woman show. She's trying to torture me all on her own, and she's gone back to cooking smells. She has. So this is the woman that has been abusing my air with dust for the last, since around Christmas time, New Year's, and she hasn't done that today. Instead, she has been using foul smells, and she's actually going to the trouble of heating stuff on her stovetop to do that. And that's what she did to me when she first started doing this. She was heating things up on a stove and sending foul smells into my home. And I think this is supposed to somehow psychologically cause some kind of psychological memory that brings back trauma for me, and it does, but I'm not going to let it upset me. I'm just going to keep talking about it on my channel every time she does this. So when she turns on her range hood, it's not only sending the horrible smell. I don't know what it is. She's cooking on a stove, but it's horrible. And there's also dust that gets blown down from the roof when she does this. So she's still sending dust through, but it's not as much dust. I don't know why. There must be some reason for that, but maybe she just, I don't know. She's got the range hood on, and she's got something cooking on that stove, and she's just running her own one-woman torture show right now, trying to torture me with that smell. And it's not very nice. It's not very nice to have to sit in your home and smell something that somebody is, deliberately sending through into your home to abuse you. It's being done to try and torture me. That's what St George Community Housing have done here. They've rigged these neighbours' homes so that they can put me through torture. It was meant to be psychological torture, I think, but it's actually physical torture because this woman's watching my heartbeat on a monitor as she does this. So she's actually violating my heart. She's also violating my living space. She's violating the air that I'm trying to breathe. And she's out of control. She is. This woman just thinks that it's her God-given right to abuse me every day. She's absolutely addicted to it. She's mentally disturbed. I mean, anyone can see that. I'm not saying it to be mean. Go back and look at my channel and see what this woman has done, what she has put me through over the past 10 months, and you will see. You'll be able to make your own mind up, and I'm pretty sure you'll come to the conclusion that this woman has a very serious mental disturbance going on, and she actually gets enjoyment out of watching me suffer. She does. So yeah, that's not right. There is something wrong, you know. If she's doing that because of that, there's definitely something wrong, and there's no doubt that she does enjoy what she's doing because she's done it every single day for 10 months. This woman has put me through like severe abuse in my home. Absolutely inhumane. There's been times when I've called out to this woman and pleaded with her to stop, and she won't. This woman is cruel, and I need urgent help. I do, because the landlord, St George Community Housing, is using this woman like a tool. They're using, like for a start, they've rigged the range hoods. I've been trying to get them out here to fix them for 10 months. I've sent them emails. They just ignore my emails. I mean, I pay rent to St George Community Housing, and they ignore my emails when I ask them for help. So they're in a lot of trouble. But what they're trying to do, they're trying to use this woman's poor state of mental health to torture me in my home. And there's 2 other neighbours that can tamper with my air. These people are all, they've all got, you know, some kind of mental disturbance going on, because you would have to do what they're doing. You would have to have some kind of mental disturbance to do that. So they've been doing it for months and months and months. They're being paid to do it from the landlord. I don't know if they're getting cheaper rent or if they're actually getting paid to do that. The landlord has put illegal cameras in my home for these people to stalk me on 24 hours a day and put me through abuse. And this woman downstairs and the others too, they hunt me in my home, they do. They literally hunt me around my movements. They hunt me from one room to the next. And I need urgent help because the landlord won't do anything about it. This is all being done because of a justice system and health system cover-up, where I've been purposely isolated by my family and the community here in Campbelltown. The community and my family have been paid to do that because the justice system and my family and everybody that's involved in it, they all had some kind of mutual gain out of what they're doing. The justice system, they have committed crimes, so have the health system. They have committed crimes against my life, and they don't want to be held accountable for them, so they're trying to have me abused to death by the community. Then the landlord's taken money from them to do that, taken bribes. Then he's paying the neighbours, and then my family have also taken bribes to purposely isolate me, and they also wanted to steal my legacy and my inheritance from me. And my family have been planning to do that since I was a child. So it's all prearranged. They've worked with corrupt members of the system to try and do this, and there's no help for me to call on here. I can't go to lawyers because I tried that over a year ago, and the justice system went to those people and either bribed them not to help me or told them lies. I've also reached out to people in the public eye for help. They didn't help me either because, for the same reasons, I presume, it was either they were lied to about me, or they've taken bribes, or they were just told that they wasn't allowed to help me. I'm not sure, but there's no help, and I need help because I'm being tortured in my home by this landlord. The Campbelltown Police are also involved in this. They also watch into my home on these illegal cameras, and they watch me go through this abuse. So I need urgent help here, and that's why I've created this channel. Every time this woman abuses the air that I'm trying to breathe in my home, she's violating my life in a very extreme way. The landlord is violating my human rights on so many levels. These people are caught, and right now there's just one woman who's trying to do it all by herself. She's trying to take my life all by herself. And I can say that because she's watching my heartbeat on a monitor. That is attempted murder. This woman knows I have severe PTSD. She knows I'm severely traumatised by what her and the landlord and other neighbours have done here over the past 20 months. This woman's been involved in putting me through abuse and spreading lies and slander for the past 5 years. Since the day I moved into this building, she's been involved in a justice system cover-up. She's worked with my family members, or she's gained information from my family members to put me through abuse. She is dedicated to taking my life. When I tell you this woman is dedicated to torturing me and putting me through abuse, I've never seen anything like this woman and her dedication to trying to take my life. She's capable of taking her life. She's dangerous. She stalks me 24/7. So do the other two neighbours. But this woman, she's really... I've never seen anyone so dedicated to torture and abuse in my life. So this is why I need help. She sent raw gas into my home in the past. And this woman does nothing else whatsoever. Nothing but stalk, harass, abuse. And she's abusing my air. And she's done that for 10 months. So please, if there's anyone out there that can help me get justice in this situation, please reach out to me on the email that will be attached to this video. If you can help me to raise public awareness about this, please help me. You wouldn't only be helping me, you'd be helping your country, because the justice system have probably done this to people before. They've singled me out. I've been discriminated against because I'm a single woman. My human rights are being violated. They've taken away my privacy. They've taken away my freedom. And there's landlords that are working with the justice system to put illegal cameras in people's homes and have them abused to death by neighbours that are willing to sit there and do that all day, every day, because their lives are so miserable and they enjoy hurting people. And they're doing it for the money as well. So please, if you can help me by sharing a video or just in any way to raise public awareness about this, please help me. Thank you very much for listening. And if she continues to tamper with my air, or if any of them do, I'll be straight back on here. Have a good day.